Kate delights in white gown as she takes center stage at King Charles' first state banquet. The Princess of Wales was beaming last night as she entertained the President of South Africa and took center stage at the first state banquet of King Charles' reign at Buckingham Palace. Kate Middleton wowed in a stunning white dress and donned the sparkling lover's knot tiara, an item that had been a favorite of Diana, as the royal family welcomed a delegation from the African nation. The princess seemed to delight in her role as she and other members of the firm pulled out all the stops for the two-day state visit from South African President Cyril Ramaphosa. Royal fans will eagerly be watching, as it will mark the first tiara moment for the two royal ladies, the Princess of Wales and the Queen Consort. Kate put her best fashion foot forward in a gem-embellished white gown from her favorite Jenny Packham as she joined Prince William, King Charles III, and Queen Consort Camilla for the lavish occasion at Buckingham Palace, the first of its kind in 3 years. She relied on her favorite tiara, the Cambridge Lover's Knot, which was a wedding gift to Princess Diana, paired with diamond and pearl drop earrings that also once belonged to her late mother-in-law, and wore a blue sash as well as the Royal Family Order, made up of a portrait of the Queen on a yellow ribbon. In contrast to Kate's decision to wear a tiara she has worn before, the Queen Consort wore a piece for the very first time. She chose a diamond and sapphire tiara with a matching necklace and bracelet. The set was frequently worn by the late Queen, including for a portrait in 2020 commissioned by the Canadian government. Prince William dressed in white ties for the glamorous occasion. The first ever state banquet hosted by King Charles took place this evening at Buckingham Palace. The royal family welcomed South Africa's president, Cyril Ramaphosa. His wife, First Lady Sipho Motsepe, was unable to make the trip to the UK for medical reasons. The last state banquet took place in 2019 when the Queen hosted Donald Trump. In addition to King Charles and Queen Camilla in attendance at the state banquet this evening were, of course, the Prince and Princess of Wales, the Earl and Countess of Wessex, the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester, the Duke of Kent, Lady Suzanne Hussey, and Queen Elizabeth's former lady-in-waiting, the Honourable Annabel Whitehead. The banquet itself will be a white tie event, and the state visit has followed many of the traditions that were set out under the rule of the late Queen. Ahead of the state banquet, which is traditionally held on the first evening of a state visit, the King and Queen Consort visited the ballroom to inspect the table that had been laid. The monarch played a special role in deciding the decor for the evening, personally requesting that only sustainable flowers be used as decorations. A very modern king he is. Amongst the blooms on display were cyclamen, nerines, rose hips, anemones, amaryllis, chrysanthemums, and hydrangeas. The menu is incredibly classy, with grilled brill with wild mushrooms and truffles alongside sorrel sauce. There's also a ballotine of Windsor pheasant filled with artichokes, quince compote, and port sauce. I've never tasted any of those things.